Exotic birds get your attention, and they also help self-proclaimed bird guide Bruce McGonigal earn a living.
I do photos with the birds. I work out of Sea Life Park towards Webanello, and I just love birds, and I just put my love into something that makes money.
But neighbors can get chirpy if too many birds live nearby. Councilmember Carol Fukunaga says if you want 10 or more, that should require a permit. The permit would need approval from 2/3 of all neighbors living within 200 feet of your property. So you better make nice with them now.
If the bill is passed the way it is now, I know for a fact they will use it as a weapon of a personal vendetta.
Opponents of the bill say that these exotic birds are no worse than barking dogs and that any complaints should be handled by nuisance laws that are already on the books.
If it is that much of a nuisance, there are people that they can call, avenues that they can take.
Councilmember Fukunaga says those avenues don't always work.
We have had a number of issues and problems in various neighborhoods in which neighbors have tried using existing state laws and other kinds of noise, etc. types of ordinances and have not been successful. So if there is a simple solution, then we would certainly be for that.
The bill also requires homeowners with more than 9 birds to keep them in a secure facility 25 feet from the nearest neighbor while maintaining sanitary conditions. It also requires liability insurance. Rescue groups worry about foster families who bring birds into their homes and what restrictions would mean to pet owners who no longer want their exotic animals.
If they are left with no other resources of how to get their birds into a new home or to a sanctuary, I really feel that the populations are going to explode.
The bird guy says the bird bill is for the birds, and the council should leave the issue alone.
It's not really a numbers thing. It should be the loud thing. That's what people are complaining about, the noise.
The bill passed first reading 9-0, which is usually the case with the majority of bills. The measure now heads to the Public Safety, Health and Welfare Committee for further debate. Andrew Pereira, KITV4 News.